Hey guys, welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation. Today I'm going to tell the story of the first time I was ever arrested. Well, not so much why I was arrested, but my first time in the San Bernardino County Jail. And uh, if you are new to my page and you like this sort of content, please subscribe to the page. If you like the video, please smash that like button and drop a comment. Uh, I was, so let's jump into this story. So I was 18 years old uh, when my high school class was graduating. I was sitting in the county. And uh, so I, the initial charges were assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm with uh, scratched off serial numbers. There was a medium speed pursuit, I guess you would call it. And yeah, taken into custody. So now keep in mind, this is 1992. So the gun laws were a lot different in Cali. And, uh, I wasn't affiliated with the gang per se. Uh, Nothing documented, anyways. But, you know, in more recent times, the charges I got, I probably would have got 15 years. But I was sentenced to 6 months in the county jail. And they sent me to Glen Helen Rehabilitation Center in DeFore. If you know, you know. Um, so it's where they had me, it was dorm living. And uh, upon arrival, basically, the way they were doing it then was with the white guys, they would do what's called a heart check. And basically, they wanted to see if, you were if you'd fight. Um, there were a lot of skinheads there at that time. And, I'm 18 years old. So, I'm pretty much front line. Uh, Got to put in some work and this, that, and the other. So, uh, first thing they do is they want to do the heart check. So, uh, what they do is they had, I believe they were triple bunk beds. And I don't remember how many men were in a dorm, but they lined both sides of this long corridor, basically, which was your dorm. And it would feed out into, there's a day room there with a TV and snack machines and stuff like that. So, heart check time. So, they tell me, uh, if you can pick a couple guys, basically, or, they can pick them, whatever. So, there was another youngster that went by the name of Monster. And this dude was probably 6'7", 6'8". He was the name fit. So, I want to make a name for myself, and it was a losing battle, basically. I mean, I was 5'8", maybe about 150, and I was in pretty decent shape, though. I mean, I worked out and stuff. That's always been part of my regimen in life. But so I say, yeah, give me Monster. And they said, well, who else? And I said, it don't matter. Just I want Monster in there. So Monster and this other guy, they slid the bunks apart, making the ring, basically, if you will. And I go to step in, and I just bomb on Monster right in his mouth. Boom! He rocks back a little bit. I turn my attention to the smaller guy. I'm on him. Takes Monster a second or two to, get his wits about him. And then they proceed to beat the dog shit out of me. But it is what it is. I fought, and that's basically what they were looking for. That if a couple guys are on you, what are you gonna do? And I did my shit. I got lumped up pretty good. It was like 23 seconds or something, I think, is how long it lasts. So by coming with the element of surprise and taking off on the big guy, bought me a few seconds, and it's embraced basically. So now, no hard feelings. It's business. It ain't. It's very rarely personal when it comes to things like that. So then there was another wood from another dorm that had come into our restroom and was smoking. Brought a bunch of heat to our dorm. So the guy that had the keys to our dorm basically wanted someone to get on that guy, or a couple of guys actually. So I raised my hand, said, "I got this. Don't even trip," So we're trying to get to this guy, but he's ducking and dodging. Well, and now this is not the way to do it. Looking back, I was young and stupid and trying to make a name, but he was on the payphone, and the guy with the keys said, "No better time than now." So we rush this fool. I hit him with a big right hand and got a boxer's fracture on my right wrist, which still gives me hell from time to time. But yeah, we packed him out basically, and uh, I had my first work that I put in. Um, I was working in the kitchen there, and uh, Glen Helen. Okay, so you got the dorms that go off. There's like, I want to say 4 of them. I don't remember. This was early 90s. I've never been back to that facility. But then it feeds out into a day room, and then just outside there's what they call the small yard. It's a small fenced off area, and then there's the big yard further out, and that's basically a track, got some basketball courts and a field, basically a little bit of pull-up bars and stuff like that. And every morning they'd have the trustees clean the place up, and they would, like 7 in the morning, they would put us outside into that small yard, and Jesus Christ, it was cold. I mean, this is California, so I mean, it's not like there was snow on the ground or anything, but just waking up to that, ooh wee. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown. And then on the other side, there was another building, and the weekenders would come in and do weekends there, which they had that program going at that time. If you had like a year or less, you could qualify for weekends, and you just come in Friday night and you would leave Monday morning or Sunday night or whatever it was. I never qualified for weekends because I would never turn myself in, and I was always running basically, so no bail, whole nine. But that's a basic rundown of my first time being locked up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you like these kind of stories, like I said, please give me a subscription, smash that like button, and drop in the comments if you've been locked up. Where was the first place you were locked up at? I'd love to know. So thank you for watching.